Welcome to Downtown Sports. My name is Downtown Steven Brown, and the topic of discussion today will be to fire or not to fire. Just like my last Maple Leafs video, this one's going to be about Mike Babcock and whether or not they should fire him. But in order to properly have this discussion, we're going to need to go back in time to when the Maple Leafs played the Bruins in the playoffs. Not 2013, not 2018, you're getting warmer. The 2019 playoffs when they played the Bruins. Okay, just so we're clear. But let's first talk about the rise before the fall. Game 5, TD Gardens, the series is tied 2-2, and the Maple Leafs want blood. Anderson stops 28 of 29, Matthews scores an amazing frantic goal from a Jake Muzzin pass, Kasperi Kapanen picks up a goal and an assist, and they escape Boston with a 3-2 series lead with an opportunity to put the Bruins away on home ice. But then...
You're still making these videos?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, so we're just gonna pretend like he's not even here. So let's just get back to what I was saying. But then Game 6 and Game 7 were a complete nightmare because Babcock failed to make adjustments. That's because Kadri got suspended. Fine, I guess that's fair. But he could have flipped the bottom two lines, Marleau and Brown, with Ennis and Moore, and that would have been okay. Hey, he did it in Game 7 with like 5 minutes left. That doesn't really count. Obviously, some players could have been better, but overall, I think that it's the coach's job to put his players in a position to succeed, and I do not believe that Mike did that to the best of his abilities. And overall, Bruce Cassidy did, and that was the difference in that series. So he did one thing wrong. Well, that's not the only time. A couple weeks after that, at his end of the season press conference, he completely threw Kyle Dubas and the entire team under the bus. What was that thing that you came in to fix 4 years ago? Oh, yeah, that's right. Accountability. Where's the accountability for not playing your star players when it matters most? Where's the accountability for playing a guy in the dying minutes of a game that you're losing who had 3 goals in his previous 31 games? And no, I'm not talking about William Nylander. I'm talking about Patrick Marleau. Oh, look what I got here. A nifty little book. Wait, you read? Yeah, I read sometimes when it interests me, okay? That's not the point here. This is Mike Babcock's book from the 2010 Olympics called Leave No Doubt. And if we flip over to page 87 here, I'm sorry, Mike, I don't mean to use your words against you here, but it says very clearly, if you want to be great, be accountable. If you want to be a part of something great, be accountable. You can't possibly be saying these things about one of the greatest coaches in our game. He's Mike Babcock. Yeah, I mean, he did have some success with Anaheim and Detroit and with Hockey Canada, but I mean, how hard is it really to tap Nicholas Lidstrom and Pavel Datsyuk on the back and say go? And hey, you brought up his coaching record. He hasn't made it past the second round since losing in the finals in 2008-2009. I know some of those years were with an aging Detroit team and a rebuilding Maple Leafs team, but I mean, how much of it are we really going to excuse? So you want to fire him now? No, I'm not saying that, and I don't want this video to come off as me saying that Mike Babcock should be fired right now. He has done a lot of good here in Toronto, and I don't think that it would be fair to him if we didn't go over that as well. When Mike first came in, he was tasked with changing the culture here, making people accountable. He helped Morgan Rielly and Nazem Kadri realize their potential. He was able to get more out of James Van Riemsdyk and Tyler Bozak, and he's the reason we are where we are today. People saying that he needs to get fired right now need to relax. I'm glad that you think so. Sheldon Keefe might be Kyle Dubas' guy, and we may see that in the future, but Mike Babcock has enough pedigree to have earned himself a second chance at the least. There was a clip being passed around Leafs Twitter after the playoffs ended, and it was of Kyle Dubas speaking at a conference. More analytics, eh? No, this has nothing to do with analytics. Just wait and you'll see. Basically, what Kyle Dubas said is that it's really important for everybody to be on the same page. The president, the general manager, and the coach. And that has nothing to do with analytics. That's just the truth. So you've talked a lot, but do you have any real predictions? Alright, fine. I'll come right out and say it. I think that if the Maple Leafs do not advance past the first round next season, Mike Babcock should be fired. Dude, you can't possibly think that. It's the Babster.
The what?
The cock. Dude, you're gonna get the video flag. Alright, so just to wrap up the video, obviously there's a lot of elements that would go into a decision of that magnitude. But the prevailing thought seems to be that Mike Babcock just needs to be a little bit less set in his ways. He needs to kind of show that an old dog can be taught new tricks. But if he can't do that, like I said earlier, he's gotten us this far, and that's certainly not nothing. Sometimes people outgrow relationships, and sometimes teams outgrow coaches. It's just the natural cycle of. I hope that's not the case, but one thing is certain, and it's why a lot of people feel the way that they do, and that's Mike Babcock left us with a lot of doubt after last season. So make sure to click the like button and subscribe for more, because more is coming. And guys, take care.